Every day is a new day. Each day is a start, a new start. You can start again. You can start all over again. You can change your whole life. You may have been a thief. You may wake up the next morning and go, I'm done with that. I'm going to figure out how to go get a job and not rob people and take things and steal them. Or you could be in a job that you don't care for and you wake up the next morning and go, I'm going to figure out how to get up out of here. I'm going to take steps so that I can move someplace else to make more money or just to be more stress free and have a job that doesn't stress me out. Maybe you want to advance in that job. I want to figure out how to do an education while I'm still working. Maybe I can do it online. Maybe I'm going for a degree, and some people don't use all their degrees. They just want a degree. Some of them have not graduated. Some of them didn't go to college, but they're going now. I'm going to go back. And no matter how old you are, you can. It doesn't make any difference how old you are. Because young people, they have problems with their mind. The middle group has problems with their mind. Old people may have problems with their mind. But just because somebody's elderly does not mean their mind is gone. Or whether they're frail, that does not mean their mind is gone. They can be sharp as a tack. But see, that's a Western culture mind. That's the way Western culture thinks. When you get a certain age, you're supposed to retire. Whether you want to or not. There's some people, they don't want to retire. My family is not retiring. That's why they went more into their own business. Like when I get away from my regular job, I'm going to keep on going. You're not going to tell them that they're too old to do something. My grandparents went with us and now we're all working together. They wanted to get out and go work. They've been working. They never did stop. They left their first job, but they just kept doing something. But that's a Western culture state of mind if you look around and you think about it. When somebody's in the hospital, most of the time the Western culture is instilled in people's mind, and maybe somebody's on life support. And the first thing they say, oh, they served their time. It's time to let them go. Most of the time it's about money because the hospital does not want to incur that debt. You know, it may not be paid by the insurance company or the insurance company is not interested, time to go because you're older. But how many people have come up out of comas or been on life support and you let them go? You let this person go without really knowing what's going on. My mom was in that same situation when she had surgery. She was in intensive care, and here they come. She hadn't been in there one day. She was, they had given her sedatives and stuff, and she was on the ventilator. And we were thinking if she, we were going, mom, and eyes would pop open. She couldn't really talk because the ventilator was in there. And I remember the nurse, we were telling the nurse, I didn't see anything. That's what she said to us. We told her, and we just looked at her. So when the doctor finally came in, we told him, and, that she was awake. She woke up because we were telling her happy birthday. And he said, well, do it again. And we got her, and she woke up, well, hi, trying to say hello with the ventilator mouth. And so they took the ventilator out. Now, what if we weren't around? They had her, technically, when I was talking to the doctor, like, we're going to talk to the family about letting her go. But see, that's a Western culture, state of mind. I'm saying Western. You let them go. You get older. Get out. If you look around the rest of the countries and the rest of the cultures, they revere their older people. They're the matriarchs and the patriarchs. They're the ones with the wisdom. If you look at the other cultures, Native American, they're the wise people that are there. They're the wise people in Asia. They're the wise people in Africa. They're not putting them out to pasture. They're the head of the family. Hispanic, they're the head of the family. But the Western culture, you're too old. If you look at the kings and the queens and everybody else around, they're older. They're not younger. But everybody's fussing in the Western culture, too old to be running this country. Look how frail they are. There's some frail ones in the other countries, but they're not going off like that. And we have to, it's a new start. It's a new day. We have to think differently sometimes about what we're doing and what we're thinking. In the brown communities, they really don't do that. They may have gotten, now there's some they have fed into that. I'm not saying everybody. There's some that fed into that. But see, we don't listen to that. You know, I don't listen to that at all. You know, they want you to sign the, living will and all that. And I just I remember when I was in the hospital and I had the blood clot. Can you sign the living will for what? They'll figure it out. I don't need the living will. And then come to find out it was the blood clot that was causing all the issues with my heart problem. My heart problem disappeared. I was exercising, walking, you know, after I got out the hospital, and it was like, your heart's back to normal. And I said, just the blood clot. It was just a blood clot going through. Plus, I just changed, you know, I was already changing my food habits anyway, and just from taste. You know, my body, sometimes you got to listen to your body. Your body's going, I don't like that anymore. I don't like that anymore. It don't taste good. Yeah. And it's telling you something. But we have to change our mindset. That each day is a new day. Whether it's about your budget, whether it's about your money, it may not be as bad as you think it is, but you have to think about it. And you have to think, I can do anything, no matter what age I am. And maybe sometimes you have to talk to older people and find out, what did you do? How did you do this? Because they know how they did this. And some are in bad straits. Some of them, you know, you talk to them and they didn't do good in their finances. But you can learn from that. How did you get into this bad shape? And that'll make you think twice about what you're going to do. But you remember, every day is a new start. Whatever you're getting ready to do, you can start all over again. You can dream again. You always keep those dreams at the forefront. When you get done with that one dream, you go find another dream. If you want to go do something like just a hobby or learn to paint, don't let anybody stop you. Well, you know you can't paint. That's terrible. You know, professors and not doctors, but, well, some of them will too. But anyway, professors or teachers, they'll stop you like, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. Well, and then you just come back with, I am going to do this. I don't care how ugly it looks. It's my painting. You just keep going. Do the best you can. Whether you're young or not, you may be in art class and you're a horrible person drawing. You know, I was horrible. I am not the artist, okay? But my professor was not mean to me. My teacher, I remember him, and they had did some other thing where you were drawing cities. I'm better at drawing maps and cities. I can do that. Now, anything else, no. I'm not Basquiat. I can do something like he does now. That would be great. But either way, He made me feel good. There are teachers that make you feel good, and there's people just like teachers that don't. Some people can make you feel great. But you do what you want to do. It's a new day. You move the way you want to move. And the only person you're competing with is you. I had to think about that with the car. I kept going, oh, get that car paid off by blah, blah, blah. Well, that's good. I'm competing against me. But then my mind was kind of like looking at some other people, and I said, hold up, you're getting ready to compete. And I said, okay, if you can get the car paid off next year by 6 months, okay? If you don't, you're competing against yourself. If I'm competing against myself, my last car payment lasted 3 years. This car payment is not lasting 3 years. Which is a tremendous feat of itself. I can see it not lasting 3 years. Even if I get to next year in December. I said, that's the competition you're going to do. You're not going to pay this off in 3 years. It's going to be paid off way sooner than that, and you're going to be fine. And stop competing and looking at somebody else paying their car payment off and blah, 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 and you don't really know if they did or not because you're not there. And stop competing because your mind's getting ready to do the competition thing like, oh, they got theirs paid off. I can do mine now. No. Go slow. So take some time. And if you got to take pieces of paper and throw them in the trash and redo, I do that all the time. Redo. All I know is every day is a new day, and a new thought comes in from God and says, look, let's try this. I thought of this. Boom. Let's do this. Boom. Or something just magically happens. You don't know what's going to happen. All right, so today, like I didn't know this was going to happen also, Bunny had sent me two $2 bills, which I will keep. You know, I told you in the beginning that my mom and dad, they were always bad luck. I told you people can change no matter how old they get, and they said, no, not anymore, not after that. So I will be keeping my $2 bills. So we won't be putting them anywhere. They will be with me on the desk. It'll be on my desk and on my daughter's desk. And she gave me 2 to put into, and this is the first time, Bunny, I've had a C. Yay, for Cashier Mama, yes. So I looked up and I said, oh, I don't have any C's. It said, by design. And what's so funny, Philadelphia, you would think there would be a C around here. There's no C. I said, there's no C's. So we will color in the 2 C's. And I was so happy for that. I said, ooh. And this money is for me and the kids to go someplace special when we get all filled up. And we'll start all over again, but we will fill it all up, and we'll take that money and do something special with it. Go eat, go to an event we want to go. So there we go. We got 2, and thank you, Bunny. Hop in the budget with Bunny. Thank you so much. Okay. Then we're going to stuff Black Friday. Now, Black Friday is kind of different. Well, we do things differently around here because my mom tries to make sure that, you know, when you're happy, you're happy. And Black Friday has never been a day where you go, okay, we're buying Christmas presents for blah, blah, blah. Black Friday is our day. Each person's individual day. And she had did that with the kids. She had did that with me. And it was just our personal day. And she'd give so much money, you know, and we'd go out shopping for us. It was not to buy a Christmas present with. And so this one is for me. And each of the kids has one in their binder. And so this one is $500. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. We do the best we can with what we got, right? That's what you do. You just take some time. So what we do is go out, because she said, you know, where she grew up at, they didn't do Black Friday. They didn't have enough money. And she said we'd go out and get little things, but, you know, just impossible, you know, when it came. And she said stuff she would see that she wanted and couldn't get it. And she had made it to the decision of Black Friday's for you. And you take that money and, you know, she would say, okay, buy whatever. If you see something, we'll get it, you know, and this is your limit, money limit, and you can get whatever you want. And it worked out. I mean, it was more fun to do that instead of, okay, let's find, got a gift for blah, blah, got a gift for this. And she said, Christmas will take care of itself. And it worked out. So I'm going to put $10 in here. So you'll probably see this quite a while, because, you know, we're creeping up on that really quick. But that day, that's for me. So it'd be $500 if I can get it up there for me. Okay, another thing she does, which we did for quite a while, you're learning traditions, because last year I could hardly do the tradition. I mean, it was November, and I was like, oh my God. This is not working, okay, at all. And so, what happened, this is my Thanksgiving money, and I got my menu together. I got my stuff that I already bought for Thanksgiving. But I think I like this color better for now. And on Thanksgiving, when I was younger, I had went the day before Thanksgiving to the bad dentist I had. I was young. I think I was young. I was 10 or something. And she started the tradition of, because I cried, you know, it was just painful. I told you he did not use any Novocaine on purpose. He didn't on people. And she decided, her and my dad, that they were gonna give me a gift, an early Christmas present. And it was always on November, and it was called the it was Turkey Day. Turkey brought you a early Christmas present. And so we still do it. You know, the kids, everybody gets an early present of some type when we all get together and give to everybody. So that's what we do Thanksgiving, wherever we are. So I'm going to color this in. Here is $20. And this will include my turkey gifts too. Because most of my food items, I got those together, the ingredients and everything. And I'll show you my turkey listing. But for that, and then my mom and my grandmothers, they always do surprises like, we're going blah, blah for Thanksgiving. Okay. So, anyway, this will be for turkey gift, for early turkey gift for people. All right, then, okay, let's go back to hopping the budget with Bunny. This was why I had this out. So we're going to take your $2. You got $2, Bunny, and we're going to put it in the manifestation binder. And it will stay there. And one's going to be God. And one's going to be prosperity for me and you this year and the upcoming year. All right? So there we are. So I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful day. Oh, yes. And enjoy yourself. And it's a new day. It's a new start. We can do this, okay? We can do a lot of things that we don't think we can do. And some of you have did a lot of things you didn't think you could do. You thought you couldn't save $100. You thought you couldn't save $200. You thought you couldn't stop spending. You thought you couldn't pay off this bill. You thought. You keep thinking that way, you won't be able to do anything. Okay? Those negative thoughts make you stop. They will stop you from doing anything. You thought you couldn't get that new job. You thought. Quit thinking and think out the box and get yourself together and keep rolling. Keep dreaming. Once you hit one dream, say, I'm going to get another dream. Boom. Try another one. Try another one. Just keep manifesting, keep thinking, and don't pay attention to other people because, they don't believe until they see what you were doing, and then all of a sudden they're going to be right there with their hand out, and you're going to say, bye. Okay, I got here without you. I'm going to keep on going without you. Keep rolling. Whether it's a family member bucking you, whether it's a friend bucking you, whether it's people on the channel bucking you, okay? Keep going no matter what happens. You got God on your side. You got you on your side. You got prosperity on your side. It may be your spouse bucking you. Keep going. Keep saving. You are doing the right thing with what you're doing. Believe in yourself. If you got something wrong, just fix it. That's all you got to do. It's 3-letter word. Fix it. Fix. That's all you got to do. And ask God, fix it. Tell him, fix it. I don't talk to God like, oh, your reverend father, how are you today? Your majesty. I go, hey, what you doing up there? I need some help. I don't talk to God. I don't do all that. I figure he made me. Do you hear me? That's what I do. I'm like, do you hear me? Do you see this? What are you doing? Did you take a coffee break? Could you finish the coffee and come back? That's the way I talk. Don't let it get bad. I'm just sitting there going, finish the Pepsi and come on back. I need you. Send somebody if you can't make it yet. But I know you hear me. I know you hear me. I don't do all that. I say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven. Help. I need help. You see me down here struggling. Or I need some happiness and joy instead of what's going on down here. And all of a sudden something good creeps in, the positive vibe. Like, you're okay. You're fine. Worry about you. I'll take care of the rest. It's okay. Change the television channel. That channel is not working for you. So you change your channels, okay? Turn your little channels off in your mind and fix them. Think of something good. Sometimes you got to put on some good music. Sometimes you got to put on some manifestation music. Stop listening sometimes to some of the things. If you keep listening to the news, I enjoy listening to the news, but it can drag you down. It can drag you down. And just take a minute and walk off, and you can come back later and check it out to make sure everything's okay, and just roll on. But you got to roll on with your life and not feed into this negativity that people are putting out on the channels, putting out on wherever, turn the television channel. Just keep going. And tell others, keep going. Let's get real. You're going to be all right. Because with some of you, I wouldn't know what to do without you. You are wonderful. You have changed from the beginning. You are just awesome. You're kind. You're absolute. You're like a number one human being on the planet. And others are still kind of whining. Okay, I gave you the pass. You whined once, whined twice, whined 3 times, 3rd time's a charm. Fix it. We need to keep going. You don't have to whine to keep up a channel. We don't need to get bad news all the time. See, people don't want to, they want to do the bad news. You get more people. You know, more people come to bad news than good news. It's just human nature. They want to see what's wrong. They want to see you fall. They want to see, yep, we knew she wouldn't make it. We knew he wouldn't do it. Nope. Don't worry about them. Worry about yourself. You're going to have other challenges along the way besides money problems. Some of you may be thinking, what am I going to do with my channel if I have no money problems? That's negativity. You're just bringing it on in. You'll find something else to do with the channel. You'll be all right. You'll have something to say with your channel. You'll think of something to do. You may show what you've always wanted to do. So, I want you to take care. I want you to roll on. Be like a fish in the water and just kind of float there and keep going. Act like the birds and things out there. They don't worry about where their food is coming from. They're just out there partying back. Now, they do get into arguments. I've seen them. And I'm hollering out the door like I'm their mother. Stop. Stop fighting. Goodbye. Quit. Leave that bird alone. But they have arguments too. Animals have arguments and fussing because that animal don't look like them and blah, 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 or they're too pretty. Watch a blue jay. There's a lot of birds like robins and everything. They attack blue jays. Why? Because they're pretty. That blue color. And you may be like that blue jay. That family may be attacking. That family may be saying, you know, you owe us money because we mismanaged our money when we were younger. Yeah, you mismanaged your money. I'm not mismanaging my money. And now you want me to pay for your retirement. No. I'll hand you $500 and it's over. I'm not going to keep feeding your bills. You're going to figure out how to pay your bills. I told you my husband's family was like that. They were draining us left and right, and he didn't even tell me. I kept wondering, where is this money going? It was like an obligation. I have to take care of them because we grew up poor, and they need money, and blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't sign up for that, bro. I didn't sign up for that. You didn't even talk to me about that. You just taking money out the account. Every time they say something, they could say their big toe hurts and you would hand them $40. They can tell you, oh, I need my teeth fixed. Here goes $3,000. You don't know if they got everything fixed or not. I said, them teeth look the same way that they did the last time I saw them. Nobody fixed any teeth. So you have to think, sometimes, you know, we don't want to talk about it, the one we love, but sometimes they can work a nerve too. And I've been there. And you have to watch and you have to kind of, you know, you're budgeting and your mind is thinking, my money's disappearing or they're in the binders. So step up. It's a new day. Fix yourself. Watch who's taking your money. Watch who's not paying you back. If you're going to loan money, don't feel obligated. And you got to think, maybe when you were growing up, that family that you lived with, you loved them so much, but they mismanaged their money. And not just the one time. You know, my grandparents, they got into a HELOC that was a predator HELOC. You know, like shark coming at them. And it was the wrong type of HELOC. It was a predator. They're out there. And they're still out there. I mean, they're legit on giving you the loan, but they're also legit on throwing, the finance charge was too high. That's what was wrong with it. And I just got it off of there. I'm like, okay, you're done. After I paid it off, I told the company, I said, you're off of here. We don't want it. No more of that. We're done. HELOC's done. House paid off. Done. Finished. Those are just predators. You drop into it accidentally. They thought they were doing good because they had all these hospital things. We'll get a HELOC. They'll take care of the hospital, we'll pay the HELOC off. But the HELOC just kept going up, 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 rising, 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 and they had used their credit cards to help with the hospital bills. Both sets of grandparents had hospital bills. And I told them, I don't blame them for that. You got predator people out there and you didn't know. You thought this was a great loan online. It wasn't. But I said they didn't tell you about the interest rate going up each day as high as they have it. You borrow $4,000, you're paying back $6,000 in less than a month. Now, if they kept doing it, like if they did it the second time and they come to me, I'm going to be very hesitant. Grandparents are no grandparents. And I already told them, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. Don't. Before you do something, you better come to me. And they said, not again. We're not doing anything. Nobody's getting any lien or loan on this house. Both of them said, they said, we're done. We're done. We're not doing that. Because I said, I'm going to be very hesitant to do this. You're not going to be coming back at me with, we did another one. No. I said, I did this because I love you and you did so much for me. But I said, I'm not going to keep doing this. And families do that. They expect you to pay for their living. Some of them move in with you when you shouldn't have let them move in. Now they don't want to move out. I can't go out now. We don't have enough money. What would you have done if you didn't have any children? If I wasn't here, what would you have done? Some of them have enough to move out. They just don't want to move out where they want to move out. Okay, they want to be somewhere where, high price living or what looks good. And you got to get out. Brothers, sisters, whatever. And they're still there. Some of you got to work on that with these people. They got to get out. And some of them, you have to even go to court and evict them out of your own house. So think of what you're doing. Take care. It's a new start. It's a new day. And I love you. And it's going to be all right. Thank you for everyone that is here. And our blessings to those that I have visited. I'm looking at a lot of channels, and I may miss you by saying anything, but thank you for everything. Thank you for hopping to Budget with Bunny, for sending me that. Thank you to Dee. This morning I'm looking at Wendy Coop and her channels. Wendy, you're gonna be all right. It's a new day. It's just a little struggle, little bumps. You're going to be fine. So take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.